Welcome back to the Lost Cause Ranch. Today, we're gonna do a shop update. We have a lot of Rovers around here, probably too many for our own good. So we have a lot of irons in the fire, and I figured I'd give everyone an update on the status of the fleet. Also, stick around to the end of the video for this and to see who won the hat from last week's giveaway. But yeah, let's see what kind of mess we have going on here. So we're starting off inside the showroom because it's kind of raining outside. So gotta wait for that to end. I can't get wet. But first up, we have our 1990 Santana 90 Defender wannabe. This guy's in pretty good nick. Just needs winter to be over and the salt to be off the road. Kind of has this worn King Ranch style leather interior. This is a left-hander, little 4-cylinder diesel, not a powerhouse by any means, not whatsoever. Reasonable entry into Defender-ish type of vehicle. I mean, it's not a Defender. We got the refinished rear jump seats in the back too. This thing's got a cool look. I love this color, that color, white top. Kind of got a little wagon wheel, not super in love with that, but it works. And it also comes with spare parts in the back, like any good old Land Rover should. But yeah, let's pop on down and see what's in the shop. We got that there, but let's go over to the G4 first. So the G4 is sitting, waiting for space with a local painter to get everything resprayed. But we do have some good news with this guy. That's the first time it's ran in our possession. So there is our 63,000 mile G4 running. We have head gaskets with some ARP studs that we're gonna throw in as preventative maintenance. So we may do that before we get it all nice and freshly painted. That way we don't risk damaging that. Because if we hurt the silver paint, it don't matter. Also happy to say the clutch is done in the Lotus. We just need the salt to get washed off the road, which the rain today is probably taking care of that, so then we can go drive it. We're gonna put a few hundred miles on it and break the clutch in for the customer, and that one's good to send down the road. And most of you are keeping up to date on this guy, and if you don't know, this is the LS3 Defender. We're mid-video update on that. This video coming out next. Should be Wednesday. Here's the chassis for it. Last video you saw, we started the exhaust. So if you haven't been keeping up on this one, we are doing a complete new galvanized chassis LS3 from GM Performance 6L80E. And here is the old one. We're tearing the body apart now. That's gonna all get refinished. Go on that. We got new doors. Pretty much new everything. That thing is a big boy. Tall. Very tall. And some of you guys may remember this. This is our 2016 LR4 that we bought running poorly. Let me drop that guy down. We bought this guy as a little bit of a project. It was running rough, possible head gasket issue, and it turned out it's possibly way more than a head gasket issue. So we got supercharger and one of the cylinder heads off. There is a normal piston. Down at the bottom there, you see the issue. That's not supposed to be there, that little hole. So that one's got a little bit of a chooch block, and we have a replacement one coming for that, so new lower end. So that'll be all whipped into shape shortly. Kind of a bummer when it turns out to be more than you anticipated, but that's the way she goes. We have far more Land Rovers than is probably healthy for mind or wallet. Definitely wallet. That hurts. So the rain has finally stopped enough to step on outside. Out here we have our 95 soft dash. We just did 2-inch lift on this guy with some 265/75 16s on it. Man, those are just good looking rakes. That guy's got 150-ish thousand miles, just a good driver. And the budget LR4. So we're gonna do hidden winch, get some rock sliders made. It's getting about tent weather. We're about ready to throw that back on, do some camping. But before that, that exhaust sounds good. Might not be able to hear it over it, but that's throwing some engine codes and has a little bit of chain noise. That's got to go under the knife and get the chains replaced. Typical 5.0 Land Rover problems. This one, remember the red Series 2A? This one right here? That's going to tie into that. Ted also secured an engine for that. Not this, but this will play into that. more on that soon. Engine should be here in the near future. So progress on the old red 2A estate sale rig that many of you guys first came to us on. Then we got this 03 Disco. Baked paint, which means underneath is clean. Now this was a Texas rig, super clean frame, 03. Runs good and everything, but that's gonna be another swap candidate. Maybe BMW, maybe LS. Let me know what you think we should toss in that guy. This green one, kind of a turd. It's a booger, like the paint, but super clean chassis. And that one is going to help save our Kalahari. Another limited edition deal. Got the cool Saudi grill, got the neat wheels, and got the typical Midwest Land Rover rust. This is the way the Lost Cause likes to buy them. Definitely a project. Definitely gonna save it. That chassis. And we have this guy stuffed underneath the steps, but that is a Callaway 4.6 liter. Ow. So that Callaway engine and the Kalahari are the reason why we went after that $1,400 Risco Disco 5-speed. Let me know if you think this is a good combo. We're doing Kalahari, Callaway, Kalahari, Callaway, Kalahari, Kalahari. But we're doing that backed by the R380 on that guy. Yes, perfect. I think that's a good D2. A Callaway 4.6 R380 D2. Perfect. And then this guy, this is probably a mistake, but it's a Vitesse P38. But I've always loved the yellow ones. Tried to buy one of these guys when I was 18, and it was a complete pile. Should have taught me a lot about them, but I'm a slow learner, so bought another one. And this one needs the BECM repaired. Any of you guys familiar with P38s and that? Who's the best place to have that done? I imagine it's probably gonna have to get sent to the UK. I'm fine with that. Let me know down below. I'd like to get this guy running. What's better than a yellow P38 to go with a yellow Eco? And speaking of the Eco, imagine that, it's raining again. But Eco Disco, it broke right here in the driveway. Stripped the steering joint out, so no turny turn. Glad it happened in the driveway, not on the highway. We got the part coming, we'll get that one fixed and on the road. And here is that 5-speed Risco Disco. Has been a blast to mess around with. This was $1,400, bought strictly for parts. That's the donor for the Kalahari. We also have the old helmet, the 95 Range Rover camper that we bought off Bring a Trailer. This guy is massive. This guy just works. We have cleared some space in the shop. We are gonna rip the interior of this guy apart, freshen it up. A little more modern take on the 76 Toyota camper that was grafted onto it. We'll make the interior all livable and everything, and then refinish the exterior. I love this thing. Love it, love it, love it. Bought it on Cars and Bids. No, bought Cars and Bids with the Eco. Bought this one on Bring a Trailer. Ted and I flew out to Montana, drove it all the way back, 2,000 miles. Never skipped a beat. Left me stranded once I got home, but I love it. Love that thing. Stay tuned. That's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna do some neat stuff to the interior of that guy. The 109 Nada. It's got the master cylinder for the clutch replaced, and the clutch is stuck. So we'll have to probably yank the transmission out to get that done. Or maybe the slave cylinder or something's messed up. But either way, probably yank the transmission. We want to get this guy moving under its own power, and that'll be a long off project. We also have one more Land Rover that is getting picked up today in Maine, driven. We don't buy driving stuff. Getting trailered back to Iowa. That leaves us with just a couple more that aren't here. The red 2A, like we talked about, engine's on the way, should be soon. And then we have Ted's Range Rover Classic that is sitting with a 5.3 and 4L80E ready to go into it. That stuff's kind of been back burner projects because we were dwindling down our service department for the past 6 months, and that took a little bit longer than we thought it would take to get down to just messing with our own stuff. But we are there, so we are moving on stuff. And especially this guy, as you can see, that's a frightful mess, but fun as always. So about the bunny shirts, we just had these made up as a fun little piece for the upcoming Easter holiday. Got a little grunge ether bunny. Yes, the bunny is holding some Lost Cause Ranch starting fluid. We love our old Land Rovers, and quite a bit of them end up needing a little ether to wake up in the morning. So if you would like one of these before Easter, we got them on the website down below. As always with any of the stuff we sell, it all goes towards making more poor decisions with Land Rovers and towards giving away more stuff almost every week. And speaking of that, last week we had a giveaway for one of these Lost Cause Ranch hats, and all you had to do was comment on the video length and frequency. We appreciate everyone on that. We randomly picked one of the comments, and that was from Philip Bunker. So we'll reach out to you and we will get you a hat sent out. Appreciate everyone commenting, and stay tuned for next week. We will have another giveaway, maybe another hat, maybe a shirt, who knows. You'll have to stick around for that. If you enjoy living vicariously through us and seeing us deal with all the Land Rover misery so you don't have to, give us a like down below. We should have some fun stuff coming up. As you can see, we got a lot of stuff in the future. So make sure you're subscribed to stay up to date on a multitude of Land Rover headaches, or projects as we like to call them. Not headaches, no, they would never, they're all beautiful. But as always, appreciate you guys watching. We will catch you on the next one. That's gonna be that guy there. More Defender content, fun stuff. It's chooched.